You ready?
Mhm.
Okay. Intro, fam.
Oh yeah, I forgot about all that. No, because I thought you were trying to get
Oh
some.
no. I'll just look at my phone, looking.
Okay. What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 11 of the Narrative Podcast. Ryan and Mo.
Yep. That's how
Um,
you pronounce it.
yeah, pretty easy, isn't it? Easy enough. Episode 11 today
Wait,
with
what?
the what?
Sorry, can you just lean back a tiny bit? Episode 11. Yay.
I thought you
I
wanted to introduce me or something.
no. I just wanted to point out Neymar.
Rest in peace. With the window closed, I kind of want to sort of reflect slash look ahead to how we think the season's going to end. Look for some good predictions, and then let me talk about the Champions League playoffs that's starting tomorrow, and then a few games for you.
Yeah. So before we start the pod,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give a shout out to
Yes.
Bolts Bolts FV. Some guy is leaving nice comments under our
What guy?
videos for some reason. I don't know why.
I mean, we think it's a guy.
A guy, I mean, like,
Again.
guy slash woman, girl, they, them, everything in between. Someone's just like gone off after I said they, them. Uh, yeah, I don't know if you're getting paid to do this or you're just being nice, but yeah, thanks. I
Honestly,
appreciate
yeah,
it.
really appreciate that. I always say, if you can like and comment, that really helps us a lot. So,
Yeah, and also if the comment is something bad, I'm equally as happy to hear that because I think it's interesting someone saying something negative. Also feedback as well because
yeah,
like
anything. I'd take anyone.
feedback.
I
I
love
love
debating. I love
feedback.
arguing.
I love debating and
So I've got
arguing.
some hot takes.
Yeah, and I'm happy to debate
So
in the comment section. I have no problem with that.
I've never really done that before. I know you love it. I'm not on Twitter like that, so I don't
Not even I've been doing that
get
like
any stuff like that.
I don't like I used to like 10 years ago. Right now, I'd have been arguing on YouTube comment section with someone
Mm.
over like Ronaldo Messi debate or whatever kind of
Yeah,
whatever
never done that
thing.
before.
I still leave comments now, but like maybe not argue, just like oh like funny video or whatever, like oh cool video that kind of or like
Sure.
someone leaves said something and oh yeah I agree.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, okay.
Because I'm such a fucking like internet
Yeah, you're
kid because I
more
grew up.
internet savvy, way more internet savvy than I am. I'm such a dinosaur when it comes to that. Anyway,
Yeah,
where do you want to start? Which kind of prediction do you want to do? Do you want to save the league for the last or top four?
let's get
Let's-
Premier League out. Let's get the
Yeah,
title.
I think
Let's get the title out
Premier
of the
League
way.
is it's kind of easier to predict.
Let's get Premier League out of the way.
As a Liverpool fan, I don't want to say that, but it's true.
Obviously, I get your position. You're pessimistic, but like Liverpool don't win the league. Like I'm just
No, yeah,
Liverpool don't win the league. I'm gonna go. No, I was gonna say I want to go on the victory lap, but that's not the truth because I don't want Arsenal to win the league. So
okay. But to elevate this a little bit, how deserving are Liverpool? Do you think?
they're
Because how much of
they're
it is us literally being the last man standing, or
no you got Liverpool have been good. Have been a good team this season.
agreed?
They've been a championship level, like championship like winning, not championship second
Hmm.
tier, championship level team. They've been a team that does like this team wins outside of the City era. They win most Premier Leagues.
Yes.
So it's not as good as the other teams of Klopp and and Pep, but it's a good Premier League team. It's not amazing, it's good, and also competing on multiple fronts. Apart from just being knocked out of the FA Cup, obviously, but there's a good team. Arsenal are like because the way I see it, Arsenal are like they're overachieving. I thought they were overachieving the last few years. Like to me,
Somewhat.
to be in a position they're in now with like the fourth best team, or third best team in the league, fourth best team in the league. I think it's like they're doing a decent job. I know we like to clown on Arsenal because like they're annoying, but
Yeah.
they're not going to win the title, which is okay because they don't have expensive, exciting players in their team.
Not really. No.
Only in defensive midfield. They don't have a superstar left winger or striker. The midfield is an embarrassment. They have a centre back playing in starting midfield for them.
Nice.
I mean, like he's a centre back. He's actually a centre back. He plays in midfield.
Yeah, I remember when he was. I remember when he would play centre back for West Ham. Yeah.
Well, that's the
I
position.
hear
That's the
that.
position he started in, and then he moved into midfield.
Yeah, the Rice thing is a weird because I remember at the start of last season we were predicting that Arsenal wouldn't even make top four based on the Rice signing,
Yeah.
wasting all that money. them not capitalizing on having a great season in 22-23,
Yeah.
and then going into the next
Yeah.
23-24.
Could have signed a striker.
Could have signed a striker, could have signed a forward to beef up the attack in general.
Yeah.
They went for Rice. They did need a centre mid
Yeah,
though.
but it worked ish. Like
That's what I'm
obviously
saying.
right now Arsenal fans are happy because he's not playing well, and I've seen different memes on Twitter like making fun of him turning and stuff because he can't do that. He just kind of he doesn't really have any midfield qualities apart from his consistency and his accuracy. When he gets the ball, it's just like nothing's happening.
But that's the thing. It's that's where it's worked and it has at the same time. It's worked because he's put aside his deficiencies. He's an incredible athlete,
Incredible athlete.
very hard work, and
He's very
he's
consistent.
pretty competent on the ball. Like
Yeah,
just
yeah,
in
like
general,
particularly when he's in space.
especially in space and in a team like that where there's a lot of good footballers. You can deal with someone like that who's not as creative or as technical.
Yeah.
He still
Not for
he
100
can
million.
survive. Like he doesn't.
Yeah, not for
stick out
100
that much
million
because there's so many-
pounds. It's just also like
well, yeah, there's so many other players who can do those things. Well, not so many, but there's enough,
Yeah.
right? But then on the other hand, it's like you see the variations of Rice in that team.
Yeah.
He came in at the start as a 6,
Yeah.
and they realized like, yeah, he can't do this. He needs
Yeah.
Zinchenko to come in and help him.
Yeah.
And then they push him forward as an 8, and it's like, yeah, okay, this is kind of good. But then they, for some reason, preferred Havertz in that role.
In the beginning, yeah.
And he was kind of just there. Like, he wasn't really contributing that much. He was just in midfield, working hard, doing all those things, whatever. And now you're at a point where he's in that 8 position. So he cemented himself as an 8. But then now, whenever they need a bit of help building up, it's Odegaard who drops in rather than him.
I just unbalances.
It's
very embarrassing. Very embarrassing.
Pretty embarrassing. So Arsenal, fair play to them. They're still in another title race,
which is impressive.
I mean, you would think that after those 2 title pushes, the third one would be the charm, but
I think
that's not the way football works.
Yeah, I think they're gonna. I assume they'll fall off this year in the way they have,
and with less competitors. Like Liverpool aren't as good as City in the last 2 years.
No,
I don't know.
But yeah, like Liverpool should win.
Well, I do know. Well, no, Liverpool will win, but I'm just saying for what it would take for Arsenal to win the league.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, get an 8 who's
not named Declan Rice. That would help. I
think Moreno could step up and be that guy. It looks like they're going to sign Zubimendi to replace Partey. Good. I don't know if that's done. I remember when the news broke.
They couldn't get him. Either way, he needs to be thrown in a prison cell. Partey.
Nice. Oh, Partey. Oh, that's a whole.
That's a whole nother. It just needs to be said. When you bring his name up, he needs to be said.
Yeah. They need that striker, and they need a left winger.
Yeah.
Because their attack is so stale.
Yeah.
Havertz needs to be put in the prison cell.
Maybe the same prison cell for both of them.
For being Havertz.
Yeah.
Liverpool are going to win the league, and yeah, that's
it. That's enough talking about fucking Arsenal, Liverpool.
Yeah. Top 4.
That's
a more interesting one.
More interesting, but I don't want to talk too much about it because my team are involved.
Yes.
Top 4. Arsenal, I mean, they're...
Give me your top 4 straight away. Go.
Man City.
No, 1 to 4. Make it,
No, that's right. Honestly, can I tell the truth?
Yeah.
My instinct just to see Man City at the top.
No.
But you have to see my instinct. Wait. Man City, they're not okay.
Yeah.
Liverpool, Arsenal.
Okay.
City, Chelsea.
See, 3rd.
I'm going to assume that Forest have a massive fall off and finish 5th.
That's a big fall. Well,
no. Obviously, like realistically, what I really think is actually Liverpool, Arsenal, Forest, City. But I'm going to try and like man.
Wow.
You don't think Forest will finish? I think Forest will finish there, but I'm
more surprised you don't think Chelsea are going to make top 4.
But Chelsea are really bad. We watched that West Ham. I mean, they were terrible, but like. They weren't good.
They were a team that have been in poor form, and that was their first win. So
okay,
my thing, still in poor form.
Yeah, okay.
They got the win.
My thing is that let me get into this.
Okay, go on.
Getting rid of João Felix is a bad omen in the first place. That should never have happened.
He wasn't playing.
When he was playing, he was so good. Also, it's not just.
I agree. I love João Felix.
What it does, like the aura, just not even the aura. I'm not trying to be all cringe and stuff, but like. it's just such a bad omen.
It sets a bad precedent
Sometimes
for
when you do
sure.
bad things, like you just deserve to be cursed. And I do in football when you do bad things, as Chelsea always do, we get cursed for it. Obviously, this is my own team, so I'm going to be a bit more pessimistic. So, but I'm even trying not to be. I say we're going to finish fourth, but the first half of the season we relied on something that's unrealistic. And then sorry for that disruption. SHIT happens. Back to Chelsea. I don't get too much into it, but it sounds corny, but XG is a thing.
Oh, how are Chelsea performing?
It's something particularly about that XG as a whole. All I say is that Jackson is a player who doesn't finish his chances. The first half of the season, nearly all of our games, all of his goals, a lot of them were the first goal in the game, which means it opened, made the game more open for us,
Hmm.
give us a better chance to win. Now, Jackson finishing his first chance of every game is just not sustainable, and we see what happens in our bad form. The amount of time he gets a wide open chance in the first 30 minutes of the game, and he blasts it over. So it's just, and then the games become more difficult for us. Like Jackson finishing all those chances was just like, honestly, like I think he's a pretty decent player, but that's just luck. Like on our part, that's luck. He's not supposed to do stuff like that. Like he shouldn't, you know. So we lost our goal scorer for this season because that was him luckily in the first half of the season, and he's also injured. Right, I don't know when he's going to come back, and we don't have another striker.
Oh, I didn't know that. West Ham? Did he
He
get
got
injured?
injured against West
Yeah,
Ham,
yeah,
yeah. So that we don't have goal scorer for the second half of the season. When he comes back, we may hit some form, but either way, Jackson's Jackson.
yeah. Okay, that
And City are going to get better and better. I think not way
that
better,
puts things into better perspective.
but yeah, like nearly all of his goals were the first goals of the game in the first half of the season. Nearly every single goal he scores our first goal of the game, and this is the first goal of the game in general. So yeah, that's why I think it'd be close. Chelsea fourth or fifth, it'd be close.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but the table's a table, and the fact of the matter is, Forest have been the most consistent team
Yeah, but
out of
you,
all
but
the
usually, but
key
usually they're
contenders.
always like it sounds crazy, but a lot of times when a non-traditional top four team are in third or fourth place, they almost always fall out in the last few games.
This is what we learned in the last episode,
Leicester
2021 Leicester. They were in the
for
top
the
four
entire season.
the whole season until
I
they
was like
weren't in like the
like the
last month.
second, yeah, like the third last game or so, second, third last game, whatever it was.
So yeah,
But we've seen it for years, and usually they drop off a bit earlier, like drop off around this time. But
yeah.
it's happened for, like, I remember Everton were one point off the title in 2013, 2014. They're fifth because all teams are separated by 1 point. That's a whole other thing.
Hmm.
And they fell off. There's so many examples of it. They usually fall off, and even when they're not falling off, and it's like late in the season, they usually find a way. Now Villa didn't last year, but Villa are Villa. Like they have so many good players. But I think it's
Villa, but that is Newcastle. Newcastle are at the same amount of points as the City,
true.
and they're in really great
They're in
form
really
right
good
now.
form. I don't know. I just don't trust Newcastle. I don't know why.
Me neither, because they don't have enough goals in that team.
Yeah, they're very
It's
yeah.
Isaac and Gordon. He's not
Like if you see
really a goal
Newcastle, just
scorer.
if you look at a random score, if Newcastle are 2-0 down against fucking West Ham or whatever, like it doesn't hit you. They
Hmm.
kind of they're not a huge surprise. I just don't see they feel like a very their team is almost based off of emotion. They're either winning or they're losing. It's not like they're a team that just like it's so reliant on form and how happy people are in Newcastle. It's like based off of stocks in Newcastle and the local economy. It's how they perform.
Newcastle, yeah, no. Forest, yeah, I'd say they will drop off. I just,
I don't think that sounds
I just
crazy.
don't like their team.
I don't think they have the quality, even though they're playing amazing. I think a lot of it's form. And usually, like in not even expect, but even there's law of averages, teams that have less talent generally drop off.
And Villa are too far off. I think
And Villa are too far off as well. Even
37
though
points,
even though they signed Rashford,
like 6 points off Chelsea. That's too much. That's too much of a gap.
it'd be close. I
Especially
think.
when City are also behind and they're footing.
Yeah, I
That's
think they're gonna City will improve second half. Second half of the season.
yeah. For me, it's Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, City.
Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, City. Okay,
Yeah,
that's what I want to happen. Well, I
I
mean, I
think
don't care about City
I think
because
Chelsea will figure it out. I think I have. I respect Maresca a lot
Also,
as a
what can I
coach.
just say really briefly? Sanchez getting dropped is gonna.
Has he been dropped?
Well,
You think he will be?
he didn't. Play,
Because
he
Neto's
played.
in form now.
He played in the FA Cup, but in the West Ham game,
Yeah, he started that
Petrovic
game.
Petrovic played, started it.
Sorry, I was thinking of Sancho. Yeah.
Petrovic started and Sanchez played
You
against.
think is Sanchez coming back?
Well, he played in the FA Cup,
Yeah, yeah.
so
Oh, you're saying because he's been dropped, this gives Chelsea a better
yeah, you better
chance. Yeah,
chance.
yeah,
Yeah, he's one of the
yeah,
worst keepers in the league. So
yeah. Okay.
yeah, that's just the last thing I was gonna say.
Yeah, and then teams who got promoted are going down. Simple
Yeah,
as that.
who's closest? Is it Wolves? Is it Wolves who are the closest to the relegation zone?
Wolves, yes.
Wolves, Everton.
I mean,
Wolves,
the three promoted teams are in the bottom
yeah,
three.
Wolves are only 1 point or 2 points out of
Everton
Leicester.
have won 3 games in a row. They're kind of safe.
But Everton play like Everton. I don't. They play well enough, even despite the lack of
Yeah,
talent.
I've always thought like even with Dyche in charge, I
Yeah,
always look at them as like they're a pretty good team.
yeah, and
They're just
Wolves. Yeah, and
not better
Wolves
than
have
bottom
enough
teams.
talent, and they're playing better the second half of the season. Even the first half of the season, sometimes they play well. They just got smashed. It is sad in some sense that like teams who are coming up are going down because like the financial structure of the league at the moment. But at the same time, like
Kind of, but like what we spoke about last episode, like Ipswich have made a lot of moves in
yeah,
this window, which makes it a bit more exciting. So like obviously the teams there have money and they're doing things. There is a wealth disparity, yes, but not
yeah.
that much.
Mm,
Like obviously Wolves are 17th, but
they have some-
they have a lot of money. They've spent a lot of money the
No, no, I
past
mean like between the teams who
5 6 years.
because the disparity is so little, it makes it more because the teams at the bottom earn so much money that
Oh yeah, okay.
when they stay in, if you stay in, you have a good opportunity to keep on staying for the
Oh
next few
yeah, yeah,
years.
sure.
But when you don't, when you just come through, because they don't get the money until the end of the season. You know? So
Yeah.
maybe we'll see, we'll see. But I think Ipswich has some money though.
Hmm. Well, I will just say to like to wrap all of this. This has been a season of high performers and overachievers. Like when you the table feel for me, it feels so small, and the league feels so small because there's so many teams
Too many.
in too many teams in a similar position to where like all these guys are playing. Teams are so like there's so many teams that are doing well, are in form.
The issue I have with it is that like as a football fan, one of the most fun like you like playing big games, like Chelsea when they go to Anfield or
Yeah,
wherever. I like seeing games in the fixture list and oh we can I like beating whatever team 3-4-0 at home and it's everyone's happy and stuff. Every time I look at the fixture list, I get depressed. Because every team's a competitive team
and every team
that
can
could
cause you a
generally
specific type of problem.
that could generally destroy us 4-0.
Yeah, it's scary.
Like it's not fun. I look at the Premier League table. Look at what's oh who do we have? We have Wolves. Okay, they have players who are better than players who play for our team. You go to Spurs and you have Palace and they have United and you have Brighton, Ipswich, like Villa, Forest. Many players in their team are better than players we have in our team, and that's just it's better for the league, but it's kind of unsettling as a fan.
Man United and Tottenham are 13th and 14th.
Yes.
Every team above them is doing well.
Yeah.
They're having a good season.
Yeah.
And then below that is the bottom six. Two of those teams are West Ham and Everton, who are safe.
Yeah.
So it's like
It's too competitive.
it's so competitive.
It's too competitive. It's not fun.
It's insane.
It's not fun.
What a league! It's
not fun.
No, it's not. But it is for me because Liverpool.
Yeah, you guys
there,
have already. Yeah.
I can just enjoy.
But also means that it also means you could potentially drop off. It's unlikely.
That's why
That's
why I'm not.
Because every single
6 points ahead of Arsenal.
Yeah, every single game you look at it. Do you guys not have a game in hand?
Yeah, we do, and it's Everton.
Yeah,
who are one of the most informed teams in the league.
Yeah, but their record against
Everton
you.
Away.
Their record against you is even away.
No, away.
Recently it's been better, but before that,
it's always a draw though. No,
yeah, it's always a draw. It's always a draw, but like they never beat you.
Yeah. Okay.
They beat you recently, I think, like 2-3 years ago or something like that. Well, for the first time.
Did they do this last year?
I know they beat you last few years. They beat you for the first time.
They beat us Anfield
for the first time in like a million years. They beat
3
you
3 years ago. Yeah,
but Premier League is cooked, bro. It's not fun. Let's move on to Champions League.
It's been a good season.
Yeah, it's been too good. Champions League
playoffs.
So
I'm just gonna ask you, how do you feel about either City or Real potentially getting out, or no, either City or Real will be out? at
I
this stage in
I
the
I
playoffs.
have no issues. It's football's this football's football. It's their fault for not playing well, and because we always have, in the last 16, there's just one draw.
Your goat might go out.
Who's my goat? You're a loser.
That's your goat, no?
He's like the only player in the world who's actually like okay at football. So he's the goat. I didn't say that. He's just like okay.
I mean, you're the one screaming from the rooftops. Yeah, Mohamed Real. I love this deal.
I didn't
So
say
happy.
that. I just we stop
I'm pretty sure you
criticizing.
said that exact. Do I
You're,
have the text?
you're a loser. Okay, play well on the group stage. That is your fault. Man City played like shit. Real Madrid played not less like shit. Still played like shit. This always happened in Champions League. If you finish second, you in your group, in the easy group, you may face the team who finished first. It's easy team gets knocked out. That is your fault and your fault only.
Yeah,
That's the way it's always been. And the way it's gonna stay that forever.
I know, but I mean, I like the new format. I love
I don't know how to
I
feel
kind of
about
love
it.
the new
I
format.
honestly, Chelsea aren't in it right now, so like we'll see. Oh, the next season, I don't know. It depends on what we just said
Yeah,
before. We'll see when the Chelsea eventually do get back
I
in
mean,
top
shit, it could be a
four.
top five.
Yeah, true.
So
When Chelsea do eventually play European football, a real European football, not Europa League or Conference League bullshit, then I'll have an opinion. Right now, I'm just like I don't even know because I feel like it depends on like how it makes you feel as a fan of that team. For me,
mhm.
and I don't really care that I don't care as much as I would normally. So yeah,
City or Real? Who do I? I'm kind of a City fan, so I want them to win, but I still haven't seen enough of this Mbappe, Vinny, and Rodrigo,
I mean that front two doesn't.
Bellingham, Fab Four, so
Yeah,
to speak.
I mean it doesn't fit on paper.
It makes no sense, and they do it wrong. Even though you kind of assume that there's
I'll,
only one way to do this, they still do it wrong. It's kind
honestly,
of
like
annoying.
I'll take Vinicius out of the team. I'll, I'll put Mbappe on the left, Bellingham up top as just,
Fuck.
but not because I don't want to be in midfield. He's not. I just want him there as like a Benzema, like a poor man's Benzema. Like I
Oh,
want like a
I hate that.
you can't put him up top
I,
though. I mean you can, but like when people are gonna criticize. Ronaldo said like made a statement being like, "Hey, we should play Mbappe like on left but out like as a striker, right?" Which I think is fair because that's his position. That's kind of Vinny's position, which is an issue.
Vinny's not Ronaldo though. It's different. Like
What you mean, Vinny?
Ronaldo kind of looks like a striker and kind of plays like a striker. Vinny
Yeah,
doesn't even.
no, I'm talking about Mbappe.
Oh, Mbappe.
I'm just like put Bellingham,
That's fair.
or just like sell Mbappe. Just do what we did last year. Put Bellingham in that position,
Yeah, don't
and then
sell him in the first
and then
place.
allow Vinicius to be in that left wing striker position, and then play Rodrigo on the right, or replace Vinicius with Mbappe because Mbappe is a bigger name and he's better. One or the other. Like the idea of playing Mbappe up top and then playing it just doesn't work, unfortunately. I mean, it could work if you had a smart manager, but they don't have that.
I mean, just like bring back rigging the draws. I mean, how did we get here? We shouldn't. We're seeing Real should never play against each other at this stage. Just rig it and let them play against each other at least in the last 16. Like this is a joke.
I couldn't care less. I think
I know, but when you look at,
yeah, but I think football is better like
I'm not
this.
pissed off. Like I'm
No,
not really like annoyed at
I'm
this
happy.
because yeah, what
I'm
happened happened.
I'm not. I think there's more benefits than negatives to this.
Yeah, probably because
Firstly,
obviously
don't
people
play
care
shit.
about the playoffs.
Yeah, don't play shit. And secondly, it makes the earlier rounds more exciting when better teams are there. It's like you need to look at those last 16 sometimes, and it's like all of like it's just easy teams versus good teams versus bad teams. That's not really
Yeah,
fun.
it's gonna be exciting though. It's gonna be Celtic Bayern the next day. That should be interesting at Celtic Park.
I ain't watching that shit.
I think you would like that
I don't.
because Celtic, but like
I don't.
Celtic Park, like it's gonna be the atmosphere is gonna be insane.
I don't like football like that.
Yeah, you do. You're just capping.
I don't.
You're trying to look
I
cool.
mean, I'm not,
Nah,
it's not a
you're
flex
excited. I can see it.
on a football podcast to say. I actually supposed to do a disclaimer,
Mm.
but I'll do it for the next pod. That I'm just like a casual. Well, I didn't used to be, but life happens.
Should be good.
Eh, I don't know. It'll be okay.
Are we gonna play our
Oh no,
games?
football part is over. Now we have to get into the games. Oh no, I'm not excited at all.
Which one do you want to start with? Because, or we can do. We've got some blind rankings, or we can do the who's got the best career.
You start the blind rankings
Yeah, I
first.
think
Start with
I've
blind
got a good
rankings
one for
first.
you.
Okay.
I've got a few good ones.
What?
Right, so yeah, we've got a little game for you guys.
No, do it again. Do it again. I don't want you to seem like I'm about to speak.
Yeah.
I don't get dick on my own podcast.
Okay. Okay, yeah, we've got a little game for you guys. Blind rankings, how it works. I'm gonna name 5 players for you, but one after the other, and you're just gonna give a ranking after I name that player.
New concept. We just invented it.
Yeah.
This may ban in general.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, of course.
Frank Lampard,
Oh my god, that's such a nerve. Let me say three. That's to be safe.
Xavi Hernandez,
Oh, see, this is where it gets disrespectful. Let me say two. Let me say two. I almost went four, but I'm gonna say two.
2.
Yeah,
Paul Scholes.
one.
Really?
But
That's really.
I don't want to say four, so I have to say one
Why don't you want to say 4?
because I'm trying to think. I don't. The only player I think I would put over him, at the top of my head, like just I can justify with any argument, is Yaya Toure.
That would have been a good one. I should put him in this. So you prefer Scholes to Lampard and Xavi, or is that just
Well,
based for the game?
I think I prefer.
Actually, you don't know anyway, so it doesn't. Yeah.
Well, no, no, I'm being serious. I think I prefer. I think it's a better player than Frank Lampard.
Yeah.
And then I think it is a decent argument for me to say he's better than Xavi. I know he's not as sexy as a name. I think it's better than him to go like below that.
Fair, okay. Xavi Alonso.
Five. Do I have four left?
One more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's four. It will be
Andrea Pirlo.
four. I guess I don't mind. I actually watched Xabi Alonso for. I mean, you played for Liverpool, and I watched every game for Madrid for years. So I'm happy to know he's not that good. I know that sounds controversial,
Pirlo's one.
but I think Pirlo will be number one.
I mean, he is. He has to be.
But yeah. I mean, football's football, man. Yeah.
I think I'd say that in a decent order, to where like that kind of mess with your head a little bit.
Honestly, it annoyed me now because
Yeah.
Pirlo for me is. I think it's so like it's not just about he does have deficiencies as a football player. He just didn't get around the pitch that much.
Yeah.
Which is the reason why he wouldn't. You could argue he's not as good as some of those other guys there. But on the ball, he's the best. I
Pirlo
guess.
would have been my number one.
No, he's number one. But I was thinking, like, who could you give me? The only player I could think of was Yaya Toure, who I know is better than these guys for sure. Pirlo, I think, is the guy who's probably the best. I think probably the best midfielder. Like, that's not an attacking midfielder. It's probably the best midfielder of all time. And Yaya Toure is not competition. At their best, who is the best footballer? He's not case because he's the best passer of all time. He's the most intelligent footballer of all time, the best passer of all time. So
Pirlo.
yes, I mean I don't really.
Better than Scholes.
Yeah, better passer than Scholes for sure. But Scholes could do more things.
Yeah. Scholes got 4 early in
No,
he scored goals.
as I said, yes, he could do more things.
Yeah, that's why.
That's why
corroborating it.
I disagree with me. Yeah, because he was more of like an attacking midfielder.
Yeah, when he's younger.
He was like Goetze, but like good at football. Why are you saying to the camera like that?
All right, next one rankings.
Let's go.
Sadio Mane.
Sadio Mane, best player in the world.
Best player in the world.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. I forgot how the game works. 4.
Alexis Sanchez.
3. I really rate this guy, so 3. I think he's one of the best players I've ever seen when he was in his prime for those 2 years.
Riyad Mahrez.
5.
Iron Robin.
1. It's risky, but I'm just gonna say 1.
João Felix.
Oh fuck. Honestly, that's number two. Then
Yeah,
I don't mind that.
yeah.
Obviously, he's not. He's not. But like,
It's just so like he's so
it's so funny.
it's such a particular taste.
Yeah, but also like, oh yeah, like he's not younger than these guys as well. But putting him at two, I want to put him above Mane.
Yeah,
So that's who did I put number five?
five was Mars.
I'm happy. Okay, honestly,
Five
I
Mars,
don't
four
mind like
Mane.
saying Felix is a more talented player than Mahrez. I'm not saying that's true, but it's not like the worst. I didn't say he's better than Ronaldo. You know, I'm happy to put him over Mane because just stylistically, right? And then I put him below Robin at least. And who was the last player I put him above?
So it was five Mars, four Mane, three
I put him
Sanchez.
over Sanchez.
Um,
Okay, this I'm a huge Felix guy, but
Two Felix, one Robin.
let's just say that if the March list would probably be the last or number four. But I mean,
Sanchez.
no, Felix.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, just to let everyone know, like I'm a Felix fanboy, but like I'm not stupid.
Mhm.
Now, aura wise,
In this,
sexy wise, looking like Kaka wise, he's number one.
it's gonna be Robin.
Looking like Kaka.
Okay, fire the caca thing.
Nah, the
Aura, sexiness,
aura,
icon status.
aura number one, Robin easily. Sexiness, I don't know.
Like they had to. I've never seen. I hadn't seen anyone, any player depicted as accurately in FIFA than Robin.
Yeah,
They literally probably got him into some
the way the
studio and got him
movement.
to dribble the way he does and put it together
Yeah,
in like FIFA 11.
yeah, no,
Amazing.
he's one of the first ones as well.
Yeah.
No, Robin is one of the best players in history for sure,
Mhm.
and no one can take that away from him. So he'll never be talked about in that way for whatever reasons, narrative reasons.
Yeah.
Narrative.
As much as we hate one for the players, he's the only one that I just allow.
I remember seeing. I was watching a video, and there's a guy called Timsy, I think his name is some like English, UK guy. Like does all those football interviews. I'm not sure he does them anymore. And he was like learning how to cut in with Aaron Robin. So it's a great training ground, like how to cut in.
And Robin was in it.
Robin was in it,
Yeah,
so them
yeah.
together.
Nice.
And then so they brought it to the right foot for the angle because the guy was right footed. So they're just practicing on that both
Okay.
sides. So it's so he can actually do it because he's not left footed.
Yeah.
So he does Robin have a go. What did Robin say?
He said no.
He said, no, I can't actually
doing
like
that
it's not
shit.
just, I literally can't
I'm wearing Robin.
he says he can't strike the ball on his right foot.
Oh,
It's
he
not like
said that.
Yeah, like he can't really. It's not gonna score. He can't strike the ball.
That's
Right?
breaking the fourth wall.
And then I saw like actually I saw like a video. I think it's a free kickers channel. They're talking about like left footedness, and they brought some like Bundesliga player, your left back, and he was saying he literally doesn't have feeling in his right foot. He can't.
Oh,
Like it's very difficult to use. Right, he doesn't have feeling, and that's a whole nother.
feeling.
Like so the feeling is very limited in that foot, which is very interesting because it's like
Say that out loud.
no, but it's normal. And like
Yeah, we all know it, but like,
but I think like
for you to
it's so
say it-
it's so accept. I mean
Yeah, it's
like
so
in the same way I
accepted.
don't have feeling in my left foot. Like I could do things with it, but it doesn't. I don't have full control.
Mm.
I don't have to talk about this too much in this segment. I'll talk about it another day. But
Professional. What do you,
there
what do
been
you
there
mean
been
you don't have feeling?
one day I was talking with this. This is like during COVID. I was talking in like in a space, like an
Ooh.
app sports with this is basketball though.
Oh.
And we're talking about why left because in basketball the same thing happens. The players who are left-handed struggle. They often always go left. Like there's players like Zion Williamson, RJ Barrett, always finish left. Wrestling, they always finish left somehow. Only God knows how.
Mm.
And they always shoot in a very funky way. I always have loads of finesse with their left hand when they're finishing. And he studied it, like he was doing some kind of research on it. And he said it may have something to do with the blood flow within the body. And obviously, like, there's not proof or anything. Like, it's just one of the theories and things that they're studying right now. This guy, some sport, like, I think the name of like biomechanics might be his name on Twitter, handle on Twitter. But yeah, like one day we're gonna find out the reason why people who are left-handed, even people who are left-handed in real life, behave and act slightly differently to people who are
Just in general,
who are
just why
right-handed.
that's a thing. Like, why
Because
am I right hand? Why am I right
a
footed?
lot of people say things like, "Oh, because there's less left footers. So left footers who do play, they end up playing as left back or left winger, so they have to have good crosses and whatever, and
Mhm.
those things obviously don't make any sense. They don't check out. And I don't know. Hopefully, some sports science guy. That's what too much of study. You shouldn't study how to do it. Study why left footers are losers. I mean, are unique.
Yeah, yeah, but I guess he's not left-footed, so
Yeah, yeah.
it didn't speak to his soul.
Thank God. Speaking of him, he should be in Saudi Arabia right now. That's a whole nother.
He should be in Saudi.
Yes,
Oh yeah,
they
yeah.
rejected a 95 million pound
Fair
bid,
play to him.
and he scored with his hand against Chelsea a few days ago
Did
to
he?
win. Yeah, the ball got he just handled it back. He just kind of jumped, smacked him in the hand, and went. But there was no VAR. It was too early, too early of a round, and they just let it go in.
Nice respect.
But yeah, that's that segment.
Yeah, well,
So now we're going to do what we did last week, comparing player careers. So right now, for this edition, we're going to be going with Sergio Aguero or Samuel Eto'o. Who had the better career?
Aguero.
Aguero. Wow.
Aguero had a better career. Whose career would I rather
Yeah,
have?
I shouldn't even.
That's a
I
question.
should. I should have just what player. Which career would you rather have?
Yeah, Aguero.
See, okay, you'd rather have Aguero's career over Eto's. That's fine. I mean, it's really close. I mean, either or. But why?
You want Aguero's career? I think it's just so clean and just like easy.
So you want cancer? No,
Does he
no,
have
no, hear
cancer?
me stop. I think they
I
moved.
know he
I think
gained a
it's.
lot of weight, but
I think they took it away. I think they got.
oh, they got it out.
I think so. I hope so.
Good.
I hope so. Please.
Yeah, it's just he was a wonder kid that everyone knew about, everyone was talking about. He blew up in one of those under 20 World Cups. Messi's best mate,
Yeah.
uh,
Boyfriend.
Maradona's son-in-law,
Yeah.
and then he's at a very young age he's a star of this Atletico Madrid team, which is pretty good. And then he gets his move to City and becomes one of the best strikers in Premier League history. Wins a few leagues, doesn't win a Champions League, but I just like his career more. Eto's career, as much as I love Eto as a player and I love his career, and I think his career is amazing. Playing with some of the best players in the world, playing in one of the best Barca teams ever. It's just it's a bit too messy for me. I don't like it. Too bumpy. I want a clean, nice, smooth
No,
ride.
that is true. But I also feel like football.
I played in
A,
fucking Russia, man.
a football
Too
career
cold.
is so short
Yeah.
that you sometimes just want to experience things before you never play ever again. And
Mhm.
so for me, that's the way I see things. Like I do like the idea of moving teams because it's like let me have the opportunity to live in these countries before experience this lifestyle when I'm young.
I hear that, but you didn't really live in. You didn't play in like the best countries that you want to live in.
I mean, it's just being even if you don't,
I
even if it's not
know.
traditionally, even if it's
I
fucking
know.
Romania or a country that's not. Every country is so cool. If you have money,
I take that back.
if you have particularly when
Because
you have
when you have money, it doesn't
yeah
matter.
yeah like
That's a very good point.
experiencing Russian culture, play
And
Premier.
wasn't he the highest paid player in the world for like a few years?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I think he was when you. Oh,
Angie,
was it Anzi Makal?
yeah, Angie Makalaka,
Yes.
which doesn't sound Russian to me, but also have different ethnicities and cultures there. I
Mm.
guess. For me, I'm gonna say Eto so easily. And
Easily.
firstly, for personal reasons, Aguero, I love you. You're the only Argentinian I like, but you're still Argentinian. So like, there's nothing you can do about that. I'm not gonna say I want to be an Argentinian man. That's the last thing I'm ever gonna say. Eto, I mean, both have a lot of swag. But I think Eto's swag is slightly better. But also, like, he's African. He's African. I just think the African footballers being arguably the best African footballer ever is cool. I mean, Salah's probably surpassed that now, which is depressing. But he's the best African footballer ever, arguably, when he was there. He's not Argentinian, plus. Then there's also the fact that his play style, I think they both have very exciting play styles to watch, but
Yeah.
I think because the type of goals like, I remember watching it, like, Eto's first, like, 200 career goals, whatever it was, like, a few years ago. The goals he was scoring, like, a lot of people wouldn't know, but, like, Eto had a right foot. Like, he could smack the ball from distance in the top corner.
Hmm.
It was all he scored so many solo goals where he drove past players. Then there's the fact he scored in the 2009 Champions League final and he won the 2010 Champions League final. Then he also scored into the 2006 Champions League final. So he had two Champions League final winning goals.
Oh yeah.
Then he won the 2010 Champions League. I'm pretty sure, right? He
He won it, but he didn't
he didn't
score
score. It
in
was
the final.
Milito scored a double
Yeah,
at the Bernabeu,
yeah,
but he played there, so he has three Champions Leagues. Aguero has none. So just the idea of winning Champions League, it's good in itself.
definitely.
The play style, the dribbling, the excitement, the fact that he's the best player from his continent of all time, arguably at the time that he's playing, and the fact that he got to experience more things than Aguero, I think, just a bit more because he gets to play for Inter Milan. He got to play for Chelsea. He got to go to Russia and come back.
That Chelsea stint was interesting.
So it was just
I
interesting.
liked
He
it.
got to do his old man celebration when,
Yeah, and I loved that you guys had like three strikers who
yeah,
could start. That was always exciting. Like
yeah.
who's going to start?
And he also played for Everton. It
Yes,
was very strange.
number 5.
Yes,
I hated that,
I
but
hated
I liked
everything
him at
about it.
Everton because he was at Everton.
Yeah, but I think the main things for me is the fact that he scored two winners in Champions League finals.
Mm,
He's won three Champions Leagues, and the fact that he's not Argentinian. I prefer his play style as well.
do you?
I think just the fact that you kind of played as a with left winger as well, and he got to dribble so much. I also could play with Messi. I know I grew up playing with Messi as well, but international football is not the same as club football. That's my case.
But like, I still feel like it's close.
No,
I know you
no,
love Eto a
no,
lot,
I'm
but
saying it's close. It's only not close when I factor the
I
fact
mean
that one
that's why
guy
we
is.
make these things because
Yeah,
they are
the only thing that's not
game.
close is the fact that one is Argentinian. That's like
Yeah, yeah,
it's saying like what player would I rather be? I don't want to be the Argentinian person.
yeah.
But in terms of like career for career, like what they did, and the way they play, I think it's close enough. Because Guerrero's one of the best players, best strikers to watch ever. But I think Eto's dribbling just sets it apart, like in that type of way. Like I want to be, if I want to be a professional football player, I'm gonna be the player that dribbles past players.
Yeah, Eto.
Like he was a dribbler, one of the best dribblers in the world.
Yeah, and like season 4, he got to Barca. He's got a lot of goals for Mallorca.
Yeah.
He's one of those journeymen. Like he's been around.
Also, he got to live in Mallorca
Nice.
as a multi-millionaire,
Hmm.
and he didn't fall off the face. Like there was a Danny Guisa,
Oh yeah.
like 2005 or whatever it was. He was top scorer in all of Europe.
I think he won the what's it called, the Pichichi.
He won everything. He was top scorer in all of Europe.
08? Yes, 07, 08.
Oh, I was having I remember thinking getting
Danny Guisa, yeah.
the year wrong, but it's just funny because he's my
27 goals. Fuck.
my favorite players of all time, honestly, because the idea of a player playing for Mallorca
Mm-hmm.
and being like his career falling off because he was too busy partying because he lives on a party.
Mallorca.
He plays football on a party island,
What do you expect?
and he's a multi-millionaire. He just has access to all the girls in Europe, and he's just like doing diabolical things, diabolical human being in like diabolical place.
Looking at this La Liga
It's like
scores.
it's like putting Joey Barton in like in LA or not LA in Las Vegas.
Shit, Newcastle.
Yeah, you're putting Ivan Tony in Las.
This is part of the city.
Yeah, but true. But I mean, like putting a gambler in Las Vegas,
Yeah.
putting Ivan Tony in Las Vegas, expecting him not to bet,
Stop.
putting Danny Guisa around like the party capital of maybe in the world, and expecting him to just
As the top scorer in the country. Are you mad?
as a multi-millionaire, expecting him not to ruin his career is hilarious. So so well done to Eto for like living in Mallorca as a star,
yeah,
and being normal afterwards.
keeping his head.
Oh, so now I'm discussing something that I don't want to discuss, which is a lie because I do want to discuss
Yeah,
this.
you couldn't wait to get this stuff off your chest.
Well, me? What? Okay, so the Premier League has gone woke. Now, the Premier League has gone woke. They're potentially singing to the idea of punishing players for disrespectful celebrations. As what was the guy for Everton in Die?
No, yes.
He did
One of my
a
favorite players right now.
he did a seagull celebration after scoring against Brighton because they're the Seagulls, and so they're deciding to kill him.
In some ways, yeah.
No, honestly, like that's what it feels like because the idea of a player not being able to make fun of another team, particularly in like the most like minute way possible, like they literally call the Seagulls. Let me do a seagull celebration. This is nothing.
Well, you're giving them too much credit. Like Premier League, we didn't even know that Brighton were called the Seagulls. Like that they were like nicknamed that. yes, Brighton, they're down south. They're the things on their crest, whatever. But lads, relax. And it was and that is a celebration in itself. Like people do that,
Yeah,
irrespective of who they're playing against. So
yeah,
this kind of annoyed me because you just think about all the iconic celebrations that
yeah. Like
we've
so many,
witnessed.
like Ronaldo, Karma to the
But in the Prem,
Adebayor.
like Suarez diving and
Yeah,
doing the dive in
exactly.
front of
To
David
David
Moyes,
Moyes. Yeah, I
or
remember.
all of Neil Mope's
Yeah, celebrations.
shithousery.
Yeah, Adebayor is
You
one.
pick which one. And if they are okay, no, that shouldn't happen.
That
Yeah,
no, no, it's too far,
that was
but
too far.
it's just it still should happen though. It's too far, but it
Yeah,
should
like
happen.
once every like 5 years,
Yeah,
once
yeah.
every decade, once every decade.
All I can say is
Because
that
no one's done that since.
all I can say is that if I was a professional footballer,
Yeah, yeah.
oh my god, I think
Mhm. And
I'd have security around me more than Nico Harrison. Like I wouldn't be able to go anywhere after. If I score a goal in front of people who are shit talking me,
yeah, yeah,
it's over.
100%.
Like this sounds so crazy. Like cancel me now. The amount of times I think I would just pulling my trousers down, like holding my crotch, like where my boxers are. That's my instinct to, to do as a football fan. Like imagine how angry they would be. Like there's nothing better than winding people up to me.
And for
Getting
me,
people angry is beautiful.
yeah, man, and I'm not even that. I play football. I'm not even that type of player. Like I
Yeah.
don't like step people's toes or like talk shit during the game.
No idea, but to
But
fans.
if I score and people are chatting shit
Yeah.
in the crowds, are you dope?
Also, fans are stupid as well.
I'm doing it creatively. I'm going to do it in like
Oh,
in a funny like
yeah,
good
of
way.
course.
Like obviously people are corny with it.
Yeah. But
Neil
also, I don't mind
Maupay did it
corniness though.
in a good way, I think.
I don't mind corniness as well.
Nah, but when Saka and anyone who like does a massive celebration, that's fucking corny. I hate it.
But that's not disrespectful enough. I feel like doing it is like it's a light
That's kind of
pop,
what I mean.
and it's like oh look what I did. It's like this is not
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
this is not just I don't carry to my celebration.
Like, what do you think of Lewis Skelly against City when he did Haaland's celebration? That was corny.
It's corny also because it's Arsenal as well. Like that they're corny by nature.
Yeah.
But I would like jump into his chest or something.
Oh.
I don't understand. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? We're on a football pitch here. Like he doesn't. I got a yellow card.
As in, like, you literally just stand in front of him and just go like,
Don't just go boom right into his chest.
damn, that's a lot.
Why? If it feels good. I don't know, and that's the way I am. The way I am is like
I'd never like go up to a player. That's
really why?
Maybe like during the game as I'm celebrating, go to your fans.
No. After when you're coming back,
okay,
like,
yeah,
just like
yeah.
just
Okay.
like I didn't Haaland do that to Gabriel?
No, Gabriel did that.
Oh, Gabriel did that to Haaland. Okay, fair. Even still, like I like that stuff.
Gabriel was doing the most
I mean,
in that game.
he's from Brazil though.
He was pushing him, shoving him. Yeah.
But also, like I believe, like the way one thing I do say, like if you're a defender, the advice for any defenders watching as I played every position, but as a world class centre back, if you're playing against a striker who's really good or a player who's really good, you're directly opposing them, like you're marking them or guarding them, whatever. Every few minutes, just give them a hit, a tap, or a push. Play mind games because sometimes you'll be actually be in the box room and the defender the attacker will actually be not confused, but they'll be distracted because they're looking at you instead of looking at what they're doing. I just like little things like that. You just push someone, elbow someone, pinch them, chat shit to them. Like when I play football, people would always say things, oh, I can't say too much, but like, oh, I did this to their mom. Oh, your mom's looking so sexy right now. Da-da-da-da-da. It's so you get distracted. You're not paying full attention on the game, and you're trying to talk shit back to them, and you're not like paying attention. I really like that stuff.
Yeah,
I think it helps sometimes.
I don't like it, but I know there's a place for it in football, and there's nothing I can do about it. Like I get it.
As long as no one goes to like, no one's saying, I mean, no, people are saying, no one's like attacking you as a person.
No, yeah, centre backs to strike, they have to do it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. That's what I mean for Gabriel. And like you imagine, like you have to talk shit to them just to distract them.
But in general, like if I'm in midfield, I'm not going to do that to the number 10 on mark.
No, but that's different. That's different. Though.
Yeah.
But if someone does it to me, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm like,
with the celebration thing, just me, I think you're kind of similar. Pretty much everything I do is predicated on humor, like whether this is funny or not, or like good and like
instinctively.
Yeah,
I don't think about that, but yeah,
that's what I'm always thinking about with these celebrations.
Yeah, like it has to be funny.
Doing that thing, it's like it's too on the nose.
It's too on the. It is corny and it's not that funny. Yeah. But I don't have an issue with it. It's just like it's Arsenal. You expect corny things to happen.
Yeah.
Like if I hear another Arsenal fan or anybody say, "Oh, stay humble," is this like
Yeah.
the corny? It's Arsenal, right? As long as you're creative.
Mm. But bottom line, they, they need to reconsider the celebration thing. Like
Oh
this is a
no,
joke.
I think if they do that, I think
Yeah,
obviously the players have much more leverage to go to Saudi Arabia.
because they've already taken enough away from us. Like
Yeah,
when you think about pitch designs and like
wingers,
wingers, wingers, yeah,
attacking players.
football nets
Yeah, the next thing makes me so
being
angry.
so yeah
The Leicester pitch
boring.
thing is annoying. I mean,
Yeah,
it's many to stop
you should
Leicester,
look
right?
forward to that every week.
But the Nets thing is just that's. I love aesthetics way too much. Like it really, really hurt my heart. Okay, so last part of the pod before we get out of here because I'm hungry and studio space is not free.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so now we're going to be doing a new segment that I invented called In Football Terms. X thing in football terms. So, as some people may know, I think everyone should know, a lot of people won't. Luka the Don Doncic just got traded to the Lakers. One of the craziest things that's ever happened in the history of American sports. A generational 25-year-old player. Generational, not GOAT level, but like near that level type of player. The team just traded him away because well, no one really knows, to be honest. He might have been banging someone's wife, for all we know.
Yeah, we'll know in a few years, maybe, when they
They
declassify
traded him and they got
documents.
a good player back called Anthony Davis, but he's not near the same level. He's also 7 years older. He's 32 years old, and it has people with Dallas Mavericks, the team which he plays for, in City. They're going crazy. Everyone's protesting. The person who traded him away, Nuka Harrison, the general manager of the team, he has 24-hour security now because.
No way.
Well, yeah, of course. Because I mean, it's one of the craziest things that's ever happened before.
Oh my
So
god.
many people were saying, "Well, people who don't watch basketball, what's going on? Why is this such a big deal? Why is this trending number one on the internet?" So we had to explain things in football terms for people. So for me, the way I would describe this trade in football terms, I would say this trade is the equivalent of Messi in 2012 after not winning the Champions League
Yes. Yeah.
getting traded away
Yeah.
for Zlatan Ibrahimovic. And I'm really thinking, oh, that sounds really good. But there's also like the fact that he's like 5 years older than Messi, or 5, 6 years older than Messi. But imagine Barca in 2012 are just like, no.
Let's say 2013, like after he's had that 2012
Yeah,
year
okay.
calendar year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay. Let's
After he
yeah,
breaks
yeah.
the
I mean, so
record
yeah, after, yeah, sorry,
because
after.
he got those 91 goals.
Okay, so Messi,
January 1st, 2013.
yeah, January
Messi gets
1st,
traded.
Messi gets traded after scoring again. This is something. This side tangent. 91 goals in a year.
Mm.
Considering a world class player will get like 30 something, this guy got 91. That's just beyond belief.
Yeah.
91 goals in your Barca, like we need someone with more stature, more physical size and stature in order to win. Because we didn't win last year. The only way to win is with size.
And because he doesn't defend, he doesn't press
And
properly.
doesn't defend.
Defense wins
I know.
Champions Leagues.
Yeah, that's what it was.
So
Defense wins Champions League.
Champions Leagues, yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, we need someone who's aggressive and
big.
big.
Zlatan's known for his defending.
He can block passes. And yeah, Zlatan's the guy. And Messi, what, 22, 23-year-old?
Yeah.
Messi's just scored 91 goals in
Yeah.
a calendar year.
He's too lazy. And also, you don't know about his
Yeah.
lifestyle as well.
Yeah, that too.
And he's not a leader as well. You need someone who's going to lead.
Mm.
I'm not a follower. Another
Crazy.
one is that's how crazy it is. Someone's like, "Wow, Messi, that makes no sense." This is how crazy it is. Another one, also not to forget the commercial activity that you lose.
Yeah.
The value of a club goes completely down when you just get your best player. Another one I was thinking of was when Gerrard nearly left to Chelsea in 2005.
Yeah, that's sort of a more grounded example.
And obviously, football is on like hopes. We don't have that many trades, but it would be the equivalent of of them receiving like Damien Duff for Gerrard. or like
Gerrard 04, 05.
Yeah, when it was like second in Ballon d'Or voting or something. Or let me think. What's his name? Receiving Hernan Crespo.
Yeah.
Instead, like a good player, like 6, 7 years older, but like compared to one of the best talents in the world, it's insane.
Liverpool trading Jared. Like
But he left.
that just concept is so yeah, he did. And the only reason why he didn't because he's from there and he wouldn't have been able to look his family in the eye if he actually did leave.
Yeah, which is
But
stupid.
similar thing, like Dallas really adopted Luca into their whole city. Like he just bought a house
Yeah, they
for
just
what, like
about six.
15 mil?
So yeah, 15, 16 million.
Come on, man.
Also, there's actually another thing I never mentioned is that sometimes in American sports, like or a lot of times, you don't have no, they don't tell you. You only find out when everyone's calling your phone. Like, oh my god, like,
Yeah,
are
yeah.
you excited to be traded to the like? Oh, what do you mean trade to the what? Or they're just scrolling on Twitter one day and they just see a notification that they've been traded because they
Mm,
just don't tell them.
mm.
And in some cases, like when it's a really big or pretty big player, they'll tell them, "Oh, here, this is the thing. We're looking to trade you." But like, I think this is the first time ever like a superstar has been traded in the history of the sport without
Yeah.
requesting one, and
Wow.
they didn't tell him. Nobody knew. Nobody had any clue. So, and that's obviously he's not from Dallas, but that's like his home because that's he came from still
Yeah.
or Madrid to America.
And
So
the way Mark Cuban used to
Dick,
act around
Dick
him
Ryder,
and yeah.
that was like that was his baby.
There you go. So
He said he'd rather get divorced than lose the Doncic.
wow.
So yeah, that just shows to the extent. Another one I want to do
Okay.
Super Bowl.
Yes, okay. Super Bowl. World Cup semi 2014.
Yeah, I'll just for context. The Philadelphia Eagles. I don't know. The score was like 40 to like 6. I don't know what the score was. It was a lot.
40 to 22, but those 22
The
points
last,
were like those the last like 10 points were consolations at the very end.
yeah,
They got battered. I think they were 27-0 after the three quarters.
yeah,
The Eagles. Like, it was so one sided. It was crazy.
yeah. And the goat, the one of the potential goats, he like Ang, he disappeared. Well, I think he did some stuff near the end of the game, but the game was already over. In the key parts of the game, he was mid. I don't actually understand this. This is a disclaimer. I don't really understand sport that well, but he threw the ball and it didn't go where I think it's supposed to go, which is in the other teammates' hands. It got intercepted.
Okay.
So I think that's bad. That's bad.
It was bad, yeah.
So my goat, Tom, would never. No, my goat's Lamar Jackson.
Hmm.
No, my goat's actually Tyreek Hill, for real.
Oh,
He's so fun to watch.
so you okay?
Like I've seen little things of him.
I
Like,
know.
he's
I'm
so
just saying,
fun.
like the way you kind of scolded me for liking white supremacists, and then you like three kills. Kind of funny. But whatever.
That was a joke. That was a joke. That was a joke. Tom Brady all the way.
That's safe.
Shannon Sharp.
No, but yeah, that it was sort of a bloodbath, and I would probably equate it to that 2014 World Cup semi final
The
because
consolation part of the end helps as well.
yeah,
The
that's
only thing is where there was no Neymar in that game
no,
because he almost died from a back injury like a week before.
no, yeah,
There
just
was no
Ronaldo
one.
was missing
There was
and
no one individual that choked, quote unquote.
mm,
People say like people do things like David Luiz, Marcel, but they're not stars. Those players aren't even defenders. They're just playing in this
yeah,
intense.
yeah,
They're
you
just
really
playing.
want to talk about that 2014 team. I mean, obviously Coutinho didn't go famously.
I mean, again, Brazil teams are usually not. They don't, Brazil
That's
aren't.
what I always say.
Brazil aren't. It's not 2002 anymore.
It's not easy
Brazil,
to bring out a good team for any country anyway.
yeah, any country anyway. And Brazil don't have that much
Any time
talent,
every 4 years
which is
to
fine.
be blessed with a
Yeah,
team full of stars. That's not normal.
yeah, but yeah, although that is true, people kind of just the thing people do where like just forget to have prior knowledge of anything ever.
Yeah,
Like listen to listen to commentary. Oh, this is Brazil, always the favorites to win every single World Cup. I'm like, that's not how football works. It's based on the talent and the coaching that you have. Oh, Brazil, what a disappointment! They've just lost. They've just lost to Germany. Well, yeah, because Germany have better players than Brazil or a better team. I don't know. People are stupid. Also, another comparison because of the star player, you can see Messi in 2014 or Higuain in 2014 in the World Cup final. Messi, he was fine. I mean, they just lost the game because they just got outplayed a bit because that's football. But
mm,
I guess you can say like the name wise, like him, Mahomes, they're big names. I met football's a bigger sport than NFL, right? But I guess you can say in that sense, but they didn't get thrashed; they just got outplayed.
yeah.
I can't think of a single final where a team just got absolutely smashed or they're the favorites.
Yeah, no,
AC, no, I was about to say Porto Monaco. No, obviously not.
no, yeah,
In finals, it's very rare a team gets smashed.
yeah, it's fine.
I mean, it's a final, yeah, for a reason. Too many nerves and two semi equally matched teams usually.
That's the thing. That Super Bowl was like that as well. It was very cagey. Obviously, first quarter.
Yeah,
What was it? Scoreless? I think. No, they
no,
it was a touchdown. Eagles scored a touchdown,
should be another one.
but it was very low scoring. And the Eagles scored a few touchdowns from interceptions, so literally from nothing. So
Yeah,
it was a pretty uneventful game, despite the high score line
yeah,
at the end. But yeah, that would be it. I think that's the only thing I can think of that World Cup semi.
yeah. So if you don't follow American
So you're
sports,
welcome.
I guess you fully understand what's going on now.
Yeah, I think we broke it down pretty well.
Yeah. Now you can watch the rest of the next season. Phew. Jesus, God, I want to cut that out. Hopefully, I remember. God, editing sucks, man. I really have to watch through all of this and catch the sneeze. So depressing. Now, outro. Come on, monkey.
Oh, yes, that was episode 11. Thank you for watching till the end. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, please. And thank you. We will be back with another episode next week, probably.
Yeah, and shout out to that other guy again who left a comment. I've forgotten your name already.
Bolton,
Bolts. I think it was
Bolt
Bolts
something.
FV. Shout out to you. Anybody else wants to leave some comments, make sure to comment down below and share the video too. Now let me play the music.